ואלה תולדות יצחק בן אברהם, אברהם הוליד את יצחק. ויהי יצחק בן 40 שנה, בקחתו את רבקה, בת בתואל הארמי, מפדן ארם, אחות לבן הארמי לו לאישה. So now let's learn the Hebrew from Parshat Toldot, the first Aliyah. And this is just the first two verses. This is Vayhi, Vayhi. This Shava is silent because it's in the middle of the word. Vayhi, the root, is related to God's name, Yod-He Vav-He. And in this particular form, the word is actually Yehi. Va means and. Yehi means he will be. Okay? But with the Vav, it makes it, it reverses the tense. Okay, this is a reverse of Vav. So instead of it will be, it makes it and it was. Okay? Or and he was. It's masculine. Okay, then we have Yitzchak. Yitzchak is how you say Isaac in Hebrew. Okay, and then we have Ben, which literally means son. And then we have Arba'im. Arba'im means 40. Arba is 4. Arba'im is 40. And so this means that this is the age of Isaac. So Isaac was a son of 40. And that's how you say your age in Hebrew. You say that you are Ben or Bat. If you're a female, you say Bat for daughter. And then you say the number of your age. And then in Hebrew, you would say Shanim. But in biblical Hebrew, when it's over 10, you just say Shana. Okay? Shana is a singular form, and it's used if it's over 10. But in modern Hebrew, you would say the plural form of the word year, Shanim, years. Okay, so here we have Shana. Which means year. So he was 40 years old, basically. So Isaac, if you were to translate this verse, Isaac was 40 years old. Okay. Bekachto means more literally, I translate this more literally, during his taking or when he was taking. Okay, it's active participle, like present tense. Okay. Be means when or during, okay? And then this part is taking, okay? And this O part is his. So when he was taking, et Rivka, et is just a direct object pointer, and then Rivka is Rebecca. That's how you say it in Hebrew, Rivka. And then we have Bat, which means daughter, and Betuel, that's Rebecca was the daughter of Betuel. Okay, Bat Betuel. So this is a name. And then Ha'arami, which means the Aramean. Okay, so Ha means the, and Arami is Aramean. Mi Padan Aram. Mi means from. Padan Aram is the place. Mi Padan Aram. Achot means sister. Okay, and there's an implied of because it's next to another noun. When there's two nouns together, there's usually an implied of. Okay, Lavan is a name, but it also means white. Okay, Ha'arami, he was also an Aramean. Lo means to him. The lamed right here means to, and then the vav here means him. So he took Rivka, this lady who was the daughter of Betuel, from Padan Aram, who was the sister of Lavan, the Aramean. So he took this Rivka to himself, lo, right, to himself. He took her for himself. Le isha, leisha, which means to be a wife or as a wife. La would be translated here as to or as, okay? And isha means wife. This is the English reading from Rabbi Aryeh Kaplan's The Living Torah. The first Aliyah is found in Genesis 25:19-34. These are the chronicles of Isaac, son of Abraham. Abraham was Isaac's father. When Isaac was 40 years old, he married Rebekah, daughter of Bethuel, the Aramean of Padan Aram, and sister of Laban, the Aramean. His wife was sterile, and Isaac pleaded with God for her sake. God granted his plea, and Rebekah became pregnant. But the children clashed inside her, and when this occurred, she asked, "Why is this happening to me?" She went to seek a message from God. God's word to her was, "Two nations are in your womb. Two governments will separate from inside you. The upper hand will go from one government to the other. The greater one will serve the younger." When the time came for her to give birth, there were twins in her womb. The first one came out reddish, as hairy as a fur coat. They named him Esau. His brother then emerged, and his hand was grasping Esau's heel. Isaac named him Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when Rebekah gave birth to them. The boys grew up. Esau became a skilled trapper, a man of the field. Jacob was a scholarly man who remained with the tents. Isaac enjoyed eating Esau's game and favored him, but Rebekah favored Jacob. Jacob was once simmering a stew when Esau came home exhausted from the field. Esau said to Jacob, "Give me a swallow of that red stuff. I'm famished." He was therefore given the name Edom. "First sell me your birthright," replied Jacob. "Here I'm about to die," exclaimed Esau. "What good is a birthright to me?" "Make an oath to me right now," said Jacob. He made an oath and sold his birthright to Jacob. Jacob then gave Esau bread and lentil stew. Esau ate it, drank, got up, and left. He thus rejected the birthright. There was a famous archaeologist and scholar named Roland Duval, and he said that the whole social organization of the desert is summed up in a genealogy. And when he said that, he was talking about the biblical notion of Toldot, and that's what he meant by the word genealogy. So in this week's Torah portion, Toldot, it begins with the statement, "These are the Toldot," and this word Toldot is often translated as generations, sometimes it's genealogy. So these are the Toldot of Isaac, of Yitzhak. The book of Genesis presents a series of Toldot, and each new section of narrative begins with the phrase, "These are the Toldot," sometimes translated as "these are the generations" or "these are the chronicles of." And in English translations of the Bible, there's a variety of translations of the Hebrew word Toldot, because there's not really an exact correlation between the word Toldot and any single English word. It's often the case when you're translating a language, and especially in Hebrew. So other translations for Toldot can be also descendants. But the word Toldot, it can refer to your offspring. It can refer to births in your family. It can also refer to histories, stories, accounts, narratives. The root for the word Toldot is the Hebrew word yalad, and this means to beget, okay, or yalad, he beget. and it's also related to the word yeled. Yeled means child. So the biblical Toldot, it preserves the records of who begat whom. So it's kind of like a family tree, and it charts out the relationships between different family members. But they're more than just genealogies. They can also have annotations and narratives and stories about the characters in the genealogy. And in these Toldot, it forms the skeletal structure on which all of the narratives of the Bible hang. So especially the Torah. The Torah is based on Toldot, or family histories, the stories of various families, the patriarchs. Interestingly, I'm mourning my father this week. He passed away last Shabbat, actually, at the age of 88. And also, Toldot, the same week, is the Torah portion of my oldest son. So this, he is, he already had his bar mitzvah, but Toldot was his Torah portion when he was 13 years old. This is the one that he did. So there's, generations. There's Toldot in my life right now as we speak. As I'm remembering and eulogizing my father this week, and I'm also, being, showing my gratitude and celebrating my son for accomplishing another year in life. It's very interesting time for me personally. And something that I said in the eulogy is that there are 3 ways to live on after one's death. The first way is through one's descendants, right? And that's one of the ways that, or one of the things that Toldot represents, your descendants, one's descendants. So your children and your grandchildren, they are literally a part of you that will live on after their birth, and after you pass away. They will live on. This part of you lives on. So first there's your descendants, and then the other way that you live on after death is through your legacy, through the ways that you have touched people in their lives, all the memories that you've created in the world, in your family, your friends, your loved ones, just people around you, your accomplishments, the ripple effects that you cause by your actions, by your personality, by your character. And these are all part of one's Toldot as well. And finally, the last way that you live on after your death is, as my father believed, in the resurrection. There are more than one Jewish beliefs of the afterlife, but in particular, my father believed in that after death, you sleep in the grave and you await the resurrection. And at the resurrection, that is when you wake up and are judged. And that is when one can inherit eternal life in the world to come.
I'd like to invite you to visit my website at www.hebrewmime.com. That's HEBREWMAYIM.com. And you can click on the button to sign up for free lessons, free Hebrew lessons, to your email, delivered every week or so. Sometimes I miss a week. Sometimes I'll send more than one email for that week. So again, just visit my website, HebrewMime.com. And I also have special sections here. Not only can you sign up for free Hebrew lessons to your email, but you can also get my playlist to learn the Aleph Bet, even Aleph Bet with Elmo. And I also have a section on learning various Jewish prayers and blessings. I also have you can see all of the Hebrew lessons from Genesis to Deuteronomy. And what else? Oh, I have a section on ancient Hebrew. Learn how to pronounce the Hebrew letters in the ancient Hebrew pronunciation, the ancient Hebrew tongue. I have some lessons on how to trope or chant the Torah, specifically lessons for that. And then I also have links to if you're interested in getting more formal biblical Hebrew lessons or modern Hebrew lessons from a good friend in Israel. So you can check that out as well. So just visit my website at HebrewMime.com. Shalom.
Would you like to become the healer of your home and your community and create a profitable online health coaching business? Are you interested in becoming a health coach, a naturopath, an herbalist, or a nutritionist? Do you need help finding the right program for studying holistic health and healing? Or perhaps you already have certification, but you're still not confident enough in healing people and don't know how to build a business that will empower you to have an impact and allow you to leave your regular day job. Are you ready to get a deep and comprehensive picture of holistic health and healing and learn from top healers in our day so that you can stop being stuck in a job or a career you don't have a passion for? Heal yourself and others without the need for pharmaceutical drugs with harmful side effects, doctors, or even dentists. Become more knowledgeable about holistic health and healing than most medical doctors who have graduated from medical school without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars and years of time in expensive medical schools or programs. Build a health coaching business that will allow you to work from home and achieve time, location, and financial freedom. Aruka.com empowers people to become the healers of their home and their community by equipping them with naturopathic herbalism, health coaching, and online business and marketing skills. My name is Maim. I'm 42 years old and a homeschool mom of 7 beautiful children. These 2 in the photo are my October babies. I became a naturopathic herbalist and health coach in order to take charge of my family's health when the modern medical system kept failing us. We were spending thousands of dollars on insurance and other medical expenses, but they did not have any answers for our health problems. Working from home has been such a blessing for us. I used to work at the NASA Ames Research Center as a computer scientist/engineer. But being able to have an online business has enabled me to surpass my income at NASA and to be there for my family, homeschool them, take care of them, watch them grow up every step of the way for 18 years now. I started Aruka.com in 2009 to help people become healthy and heal themselves. I've coached all sorts of people, and eventually even medical doctors and nurses started coming to me repeatedly for help for various health issues for themselves or their loved ones. I help people heal themselves of serious diseases such as cancer, heart disease, and high blood pressure, diabetes, as well as other common issues such as hormone imbalances, abnormal bleeding, migraines, eczema, kidney stones, gallstones, cataracts, and even urinary tract infection. Various people began asking me to start teaching what I know about holistic health and healing, including 2 medical doctors who have become very good friends of mine. When I realized that there was such a demand for the knowledge I have that even medical doctors were telling me to teach, I shifted the focus of Aruka.com, and now we teach people how to become confident healers through our naturopathic herbalist and health coach certification program. We help people become healers of their home and community and create profitable online health coaching businesses. If you're interested in becoming a holistic healer, please visit our website, arukah.com, arukah.com. Again, that's arukah.com. Hope to see you there.